get you one more time. I really wanna cross the line. I do it all before I die. I wanna get it on tonight.
Guys, welcome back to my channel. Please don't forget to subscribe, comment, like, and share. If you're new here, welcome, and if you're old here, thanks very much for staying. Please tell your friends, to tell families, to tell loved ones to subscribe to my YouTube channel. So somewhere last year I applied for university at the University of Professional Studies, UPSC, and somewhere this year I got the admission. Yes, congratulations to myself and any other person who applied and went through. So I decided to make this video because I realized people applying or people who applied for admission find it quite difficult to understand the process. When I say process, I mean to say how to go about with your fees, how to get registration done, and a couple of things. So I don't know with the other universities, but since they are Ghanaian university, I'm probably sure they will have something in common. So, but this tips I'm about to give applies to the University of Professional Studies, because when I got the admission, I had to go through a few processes to verify my admission. So we are going to get into this video, and I'll give you some great tips or guidelines that will help you as a fresher register at the school with no stress at all. Are you ready? Are you ready for this video? So if you like this video, don't forget to share. Probably someone might need it, and also it might be of help to others. So please don't forget to share this video, comment, subscribe, and like. First of all, before you apply, before you start the process, you need to get an admission letter. An admission letter, which means you've been accepted into the school. But I am going to mention some 6 essentials you need before you start your process. So number 1, we have the admission letter. Number 2, we have the declaration summary. Number 3, we have the Wassce Results. Number 4, we have birth certificate. Number 5, we have Pay Disbursement slip. And number 6, we have course registration unverified. So these are 6 essentials you need, or 6 documents you need to start your process. So I am going to take them one by one and explain everything. I hope you get it, and I hope you like this video at the end. I'm going to receive a text message from the school that you've been admitted, blah blah blah, and a whole lot. Or you need to log on to the school's website with your OSN number and then check. Card you bought from the bank when you're applying for school, use the numbers on it to check if you've gained admission to the school. So if you gain admission to the school, you see it there and you print it out, which is the admission letter. So the admission letter contains your index number, your level. Of course, every fresher is in level 100. It states your time of lecture, whether weekend, whether regular, and all of that. It will also state your hall. I think I'm in Liberty Hall, and it will state when school resumes. It will state orientation. It will state your fees and other checkup you need to do. And also it will warn you that any information you give there which is inappropriate or is a lie, and if the school finds out, you'll be dismissed from that. Now let's talk about where it states your school fees. So in the admission letter, it will state that UPSA gives you the advantage to pay your school fees bit by bit. Therefore, it is divided into 2, where you can actually pay 50% of your fees as a fresher and pay the 50 later. It will state that as a local student, you need to pay 50% of your fees in the admission letter. So with mine, my fees is about 3,843 Ghana cedis, which is the annual amount, but 50% of that will be 1,921 Ghana cedis, 50 pesos. So that is what I'm paying, but I am supposed to pay. If you have all the money, you can pay all of it to the bank. If you don't, you can actually pay the 50%. I would advise that you pay this fees around the school. There is an Access Bank. It's just an Access Bank. You can make the payment. So there is an Access Bank, which is a 1 minute walk from the school. You just walk there, you make payments. And I would also advise you go very early, because there are a lot of people there. So when you enter the bank, they'll give you a forms to fill, and you already see the school's account number on the wall, and you just enter that in the slip and you make payments. One thing I didn't know was, well, I guess it's all lack of reading. So you need to read the admission letter very well. I just went ahead and paid my 50% of the fees without paying miscellaneous. And also I got to know after I had paid the 50%, so I had to go back to the bank and pay the miscellaneous fee of 440 Ghana cedis. So I paid 9,921 Ghana cedis, 50 pesos. Then after, I paid 440 Ghana cedis for the miscellaneous. So the miscellaneous include SRC fee, medical screening, sports levy, and X-ray. So after you make all these payments, this money needs to reflect in the school's account. That is what is called the Pay Disbursement. This is the reason why I say it's advisable you pay around the school, the Access Bank around the school, because just after the bank there is a cafe where you can do the disbursement there. So after all these payments, you walk into the cafe, which is also like 1 second from the bank, and you just hand over your payment receipts to the cafe person, and he will disperse it for you. So it would take an hour, probably 30 minutes to an hour, for it to reflect. So once it's reflects, then you take he will print it out for you, then you take it, and then that is where the question comes in. What do you do? I didn't know what to do, so I had to ask. So in this case, you need to go back on campus, and there is a hospital on campus where you have to do your X-ray, which is 100 cedis. Then that is part of miscellaneous 440 Ghana cedis. So you do your X-ray and you do other medical checkup. So when you're done, then you go back to register, which is also on campus. If you don't know when you get on campus and you ask, you'll be directed to where the registration has been done. There you meet some students who will be of help to you. I met Nene, I met Gershon, I met Toz. I mean, these guys and some other 3 or 4 guys. These guys were very helpful to me. So if you get to their premises, they will now give you another forms. Charlie, it's not easy, it's really tiring, but I mean, you need to do it. They will give you a forms and you fill it. The forms include your guardian name, your other name, and a couple of information. That is where we move to number 2, the declaration summary. So with the declaration summary, you need someone to sign for you. You can also print it online. You need to print that one too and get someone to sign, someone in authority to sign for you. And now the Wassce Results, of course, you need your Wassce Result. Everything you need here is photocopies. So you need to make photocopies of everything and you send it. And now you need your birth certificate. And then number 5, the Pay Disbursement slip you made from the cafe. Now you hand it over. Then also the course registration Unverified. So you have to photocopy all this before you go to the school. So these guys will help you go through all this process. When they are done, they will now direct you to some school authorities upstairs, where you would have to, when you go, there is a folder for you. So your name will be written boldly on the folder, and then every document you made all these documents will be taken by them and then put in the folder. You also write your name in a notebook in the room. So you have to do all this, and trust me, it took me like 2 days or 3 days to do all of this because I didn't know it was going to take this long. So I didn't leave home early, but I would advise you leave home very early, like 6 thereabouts, and go and start this process. So when you're done with all this, you now go to your hall to pay 60 Ghana cedis, which is hall fee or something. Hall fee, and then voila, that'll be it. So you then get prepared for school, which school officially starts next year. Trust me, this is a very long process, a very, very long process. So you need to make sure that you go very early to complete it. Yes, I hope this video was helpful to the of professional studies freshers, and I hope you like this video. Please subscribe, comment, like, and share. My name is Esaaba Essien, and thank you very much for watching.